Just a young man there who looked as if he was in end stage AIDS disease. And I just thought to myself, God, I haven't seen that in, how old am I? In 35 and 30 years.
Disease known as the gay plague has become an epidemic unprecedented in the history of American medicine.
As many as 1 million Americans may have been infected with the AIDS virus.
These are male homosexuals who have many partners.
AIDS, the acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
The disease known as AIDS.
The disease AIDS.
That people wouldn't touch us, even if you were healthy. If somebody knew you were gay, they wouldn't shake your hand. They wouldn't used as community building tools. They were just all of them all the time. Because if you weren't talking about it, if you had sideburns, then you saw other people with sideburns and you sort of started talking. We would use them as meeting places. We would use them to blow off steam. We would use them to shake people down for money. And I use that like lovingly, off of anybody's mind. Although we use those spaces to escape the horror of it, we also use those spaces to build support and in a like a fun way too. It's like this, and this can be fucking awesome, right? And we can have some serious fun, like the man said, good trouble, right? Yeah, like good fun trouble, good gay fun trouble. We were going to get busy, or we were all going to die. We were all dying. It wasn't a question of whether we were going to die.
I'm going to die. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to be in pain.
He came right out and said, you have pneumocystic pneumonia, and I asked him what it was, and he said AIDS.
I think your time will be soon. What do you think? You hope so. I think your hope is going to be realized real soon.
We were going to get busy, or we were all going to die. We were all dying. It wasn't a question of whether we were going to die.
Fight back! Fight AIDS! Fight AIDS! Act up! Fight back! Fight AIDS! Act up!
Harvey Milk used to say, nobody's going to give you your freedom. You have to take it.
Healthcare is a right! Healthcare is a right! Act up!
It was unwillingness, to go gently into the night.
At the time when most people were planning their careers and their lives, we were burying our friends. Their careers and their lives, we were burying our friends. We were burying our friends. We were burying our friends. We were burying our friends.
And it was a really, really frightening, horrifying time, like literally out of a horror movie. You would see these poor, really young men. Like I said, my friend Eddie was 23. My friend Jeff was, younger than I was. I mean, I think he made it to maybe 27, 28, right? Just wasting away in horrific ways, right? There was nothing romantic about it. Philadelphia is a great movie, but it's real pretty. The way he dies. It's real, It's sad, but it's real pretty. It was horrifying, horrifying, horrifying. Literally out of a horror movie. Although we use those spaces to escape the horror of it, we also use those spaces to build support. And after a certain time of night, you'd be like, hey, Jay, I know you're wealthy. How about if you drop a check for one of these causes? We could really use it. Are you involved? Do you know anybody who's sick? Do you know anybody who's died? And of course, the answer was always yes. And be like, are you giving? Number one. And then if that was yes, well, that's great. Thank you. And what else are you doing? Are you just writing a check? Like, have you been to any protests? Did you try to shut down anything? Are you trying to disrupt? Right? So all of those spaces, it was never off of anybody's mind. Although we use those spaces to escape the horror of it. We also use those spaces to build support and in a like a fun way too. It's like good fun trouble, good gay fun trouble, good gay fun trouble, good gay fun trouble.